Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. Yeah, just a quick middle of the day update. The market hasn't really moved today, not much. It's been a quiet day, relaxing day today here in the crypto world. Still in this overall range. We've got this move to the upside at the moment, which is still a reasonable assumption, which is the white wave count. However, I am focusing on the yellow one mainly. The yellow one seriously is getting challenged, and above $1,700, the probabilities are starting to move and switch towards the white wave count. It's basically that below $1,700, which is the pivot point here, the 78.6 retracement level of this move to the downside between the 29th of August and the 12th of September. 5 waves down, yeah, this is the resistance. We've got 5 waves down still and 3 waves up. So for me, this could still be a 1-2 setup to the downside. Micro resistances were broken yesterday, but yeah, I mean, the overall assumption, not yet, but it's obviously getting challenged. So already probabilities, I would say, for the yellow wave count have reduced. The trend line is still holding. I showed you yesterday a trend line here and highlighted to you. As long as this is not broken, of course, you know, the trend to the upside is continuing. It's now approaching that key resistance level. Only like $30 are needed to make the yellow wave count much less likely. And it's quite straightforward. Below $1,700, I'm looking for lower in the yellow wave count, which could lead to a third wave breakdown next. Above 1700, but below the end of August high, which is at 1747, it's basically, you could say, even a neutral space. You know, it's like basically, you know, it's very neutral. Because then the yellow wave count has become far less likely with a break above 1700, but the white wave count isn't super clear. Even though on the ETH chart, I like the white wave count more than on the Bitcoin chart, yeah? It's a little bit clearer. So we are now still focusing on the yellow count. In this in-between space, very neutral, 50-50. But above the end of August high, the white wave count will get more likely, far more likely, and would become the primary wave count. 5 waves up, but 5 waves up alone are not going to tell us that a lasting low has been established here. That's what most people wait for, that confirmation, I assume. We need 5 waves up and 3 waves down. I have to say it all the time. I know it's annoying, but that's the process. It has kept us out of trouble recently. And because, you know, even if we just get 5 waves up, it could just be a flat structure in this B wave. And the B wave could reset higher and break down afterwards. So we need 5 waves up and 3 waves down. Then we call it the so-called 1-2 setup. And that setup can then send us higher to $3,000 plus. Yeah, that is basically the assumption here on the ETH chart. I gave you some kind of a pullback zone on the Bitcoin chart for anybody who likes to trade the white wave count. I won't do that on the ETH chart because here I haven't got any break of the 50% fib level yet. So there isn't really, this can still continue higher, okay, as it is. There isn't really any sign of a pullback at the moment, whereas on the Bitcoin chart there was and there is. So this can still push higher as long as the 1635 level is holding. I assume against that level we can push higher. A break below 1635 will be a first indication that a top is in, but a first early indication. So yeah, from that point of view, not much changed. I think the levels are clear. Maybe we'll know more later today, but it could be that it's going to become a boring weekend if this is just going to consolidate below resistance all weekend. So we'll see. There's still a bit of time for some movement today. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.